Number 10, the Prestige HD Supreme Rose Edition for $2.3 million. Its name is as silly as the price, and indeed anyone who buys this, sure, luxury as well, a luxury, but who in their right mind would want to buy this particular television? Of course, whoever does splash out on this isn't probably buying it to watch TV, but rather to show their wealth. But it seems just shoving a ton of gold and diamonds on anything will pass off for $1 million item. With the speed of technology though, it's just daft. Imagine having a television that you bought 15 years ago, now sitting in your lounge, caked in diamonds. Number 9, the Chopard Blue Diamond at $16.26 million. When the day comes that someone gets robbed of their $16.26 million ring, know that they were stupid enough to buy something as unnecessarily extravagant as a piece of jewellery they'll probably just wear occasionally. Number 8, the Royal Penthouse Suite, Hotel President Wilson. It costs you $83,200 a night. Yes, at $83,200 a night, the Royal Penthouse Suite at Geneva's Hotel President Wilson has a title of being the most expensive hotel room in the world. The suite has 12 bedrooms and 12 marble bathrooms, which makes it essentially sound like you're actually renting 12 rooms. It's also accompanied by a terrace that gives a front seat panoramic view of Lake Geneva and the Swiss Alps. People dropping that kind of cash to stay in a hotel room of that size, of course, predominantly want the very best service on offer, which means you get a private staff of a butler, a chef, and even a personal assistant, all included in the price. And frankly, if you're dropping that kind of money, you can probably also afford 12 friends. Number 7, a Manhattan parking spot for $1 million. The private garage at 11th Street costs 6 times more than the average price of a family home. I mean, why not just park it around the corner somewhere and save yourself $1 million? Still, it seems the selling point here is the rare commodity of a Manhattan parking space inside a homeowner's building. That's right, it seems that Manhattan is so prestigious that simply having your own private parking spot is a status symbol worth $1 million. Number 6, 1948, $140 million. No, not the year 1948. We haven't actually reached the point in history in which time travelers nefariously travel around time, stealing years and selling them to people. No, this is a painting. And 1948 is the world's second most expensive painting in the world, with a price tag of $140 million. The most expensive painting in the world remains The Card Players, which was sold to the royal family of Qatar for between $250 million to $300 million. Jackson Pollock's work has its fair share of criticism for reasons that will be obvious, but a canvas with stuff chucked all over it that looks like a baby playing with mayonnaise has still done fairly well to sell for 7 figures, and yeah, its appearance really doesn't matter or is important to the seller. Still, those of you who aren't fans of the intricacies and nuance of art will probably find themselves asking, why spend so much on something that looks like this? Number 5, the Ferrari 250 GTO for just $52 million. Classic antique cars are so desirable for collectors that one of them made the Ferrari 250 GTO the most expensive car in history when they bought it for $52 million. And adding insult to injury, we may soon see a lunatic trying to show off by taking the world's most expensive title at this year's The Quail, which is a motorsports gathering event on August 15th, when a 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO is due to go under for auction again. Number 4, an iPhone 5 with a black diamond for $15 million. So, you're looking at the world's most expensive smartphone. Shoot me now, perhaps? Yeah, reinforcing our earlier statements about adding diamonds into stuff to make it fancy is a trend that continues to not go away, especially with Apple phones, which are currently obviously very desirable. This handset in particular is embedded with a rare black diamond, alongside a chassis naturally covered in solid gold. The single black diamond weighs in at 26 carats and replaces the home button, obviously. The chassis features 600 white diamonds with a full gold dressing on the back, accompanied by 135 grams of 24 karat gold and sapphire glass set in the screen. While the back, of course, has an Apple logo covered in 53 diamonds. I mean, I'm not even a fan of Apple phones, but frankly, this is infuriating. Number 3, the Fleur Burger 5000, which costs $5,000. Say hello to the most expensive burger in the world. A burger that I, along with most other people, can probably assure you will taste quite like most other burgers. But no, because this piece of culinary magic contains Wagyu beef, foie gras, shaved black truffles and truffle sauce, and it's all served on a brioche truffle bun. Fair enough, a lot of the cost of this meal is that it comes with a vintage 2,500 bottle of champagne, and it does have some fancy ingredients, but take that out, and is a lunch for $2,500 really worth it? But of course it's not, you absolute plonker. Number 2, Antilia. Between 1 to 2 billion. Listen, we understand that some people really rich want to live in style, but this is taking the cake. The most expensive home in history is a 27-story tower in Mumbai that belongs to petrochemical giant Mukesh Ambani, who has a net worth of $21 billion. The home houses 400,000 square feet of interior living space, as well as a 50-seat cinema, 6 floors of parking, 3 helipads, and much, much more. And believe it or not, there have even been questions about whether or not Ambani and his family are even really living in Antilia. Mumbai residents have criticised the building as a flamboyant display of wealth in a country where most people live on less than $2 a day. Which, if you're not even living in a house, seems like a fair comment to make. Number 1, the History Supreme Yacht, $4.5 billion. Yachts are renowned for having a costly price tag, and this is arguably the pinnacle of showing off your wealth. That being said, you'd think whoever bought this was keen to be known as the idiot. The person who splashed out a whopping $4.5 billion on a yacht in the first place. And that's exactly what Robert Kuok did. This genius apparently spent a massive percentage of his estimated $14.7 billion net worth on a boat. And obviously the thing about yachts is they cost a lot to keep going, so I hope you've got more money in the bank. But this yacht isn't just a yacht. This is a real symbol of affluence and arguably tastelessness. The yacht is plated with 100,000 kilograms of gold and platinum. Elsewhere within the yacht, there is a statue made out of a T-Rex's bone and several other outrageous pieces, including parts from an actual meteorite. Meteorites and platinum and gold, why not? But also a liquor bottle which features an 18.5 carat diamond, one of the world's rarest stones, is also on board the ship, which hopefully won't sink because, to be frank, chap, you've put an awful lot of eggs into one floating basket. Thanks everyone for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. For more top 10 lists, be sure to subscribe by clicking on the button that you can see now.